few feats that people that do trucking, as in miles. Would you tell me how many miles you've, drove your trucks from?
Off the top of my head, I don't know, but I would guess around 10,000 miles.
Alright. So you seem to be pretty experienced with the trucking business. Would you say so yourself?
Yeah.
Alright. I don't have many questions to ask further. If Harry would like to go, he has the full.
I'm gonna keep this short and sweet for time's sake, right? I'm just ask you 3 questions, brother. I promise, just 3. All right. One is gonna be the same question I've asked everybody who came up here. How do you know the people you charge with?
What did you say?
I said, how do you know the people that you're being charged with, brother?
We grew up ever since we were kids here in Los Santos, out in Grapeseed, and we all went to school together growing up, elementary, middle, high school.
All right.
I have a question. Can I request a sidebar for like 30 seconds? With the judge.
Are you continue?
You said I can continue?
Yeah, continue.
Okay, Mr. Money Lynch, you have been tried and convicted in a court of law of drug trafficking in the state of Los Santos. Is that a true statement?
Many years ago, yes.
What'd you say, brother? I'm sorry, I didn't catch that.
Many years ago, yes, before I was even in the cartel.
Brother, are you aware that you're under oath?
Yeah.
All right. Well, my final question, brother, is, well, it's not even a question. I just want to let the record show that Mr. Money Lynch has been tried and convicted in the state of Los Santos for drug trafficking, the same as some of his counterparts in this organization, and that shows a pattern that these guys commit the same types of crimes as an organization. And that's my final question for Mr. Money Lynch.
Any redirect?
Mr. Lynch. You own a trucking business?
I do.
What else do you do in your free time?
Well, I like to go bowling. I like to go go-kart, even though I suck at it. I like to drive cars. Yeah.
So it was brought up prior that you were arrested on charges. Did any of these charges involve any of these people right there?
Negative. None of these charges involved any of these people. They more or less just involved PD. One of the charges they actually tried to get me with, they shot at me unarmed. And this judge up here actually had to go to the police station to make sure that they gave me my legal weapon license back, because they tried to take it away from me for no reason.
Objection. I would like that removed from the record, as this witness is speaking on terms of undisclosed settlement.
Not undisclosed, sir.
Did you or did you not settle with the police department?
I don't think that matters if you're bringing up my past case, bud. The
it
also
matters
relevant.
in the nature of the settlement. You are not to
About when you guys
disparage
came
the
to
police
arrest me and
department
shot
in
me with
any
an
way.
AR unarmed.
Alright, you can continue.
Your Honor, she can't tell a witness to continue.
I don't think he's there.
I am here.
And like I was saying, as to my objection, when you settle in the terms of our settlement as a police department with anybody we settle with, you are not in any way to disparage the police department in any way, as you would go against the terms of your settlement. So you sitting up here saying that, sir, you are going against the terms of your settlement, as you cannot talk about that case as we settle that in the court of law.
That was never settled in the court of law. You guys tried to settle it with me.
Yeah,
and then you just went completely backwards.
Just let's just get to the next step. Get to the point, please. I'm gonna let that stand, but just keep it going.
Okay, so my final question. During these arrests that you were arrested on drug trafficking charges, did you have any connection with any of these individuals during those crimes? During the arrest, let me specify.
Negative. None of these people here were during these arrests.
So you acted alone?
Say that again. Sorry.
So you acted alone?
All alone, yes.
Did somebody tell you to do that?
No one told me to do anything. I was just down bad. Like I said, I wasn't a part of any organization. This was before we even started hanging out again.
Okay, Your Honor, I have no other questions.
Your Honor, I would like to note that that witness just said before they start hanging out again, which would insinuate that they were hanging out previously as well.
Like I said, we all grew up together.
Got it.
Hey.
If nothing else, Mr. Money Lynch, you may lead a witness stand.
I would like to say that what he said was settled and signed. It was never signed. Even though it was agreed upon on mouth that I would get my license back. It was never given back to me. I had to come up here and ask you to do it because they were unwilling to do so. This would have these cops be corrupt. With these cops being corrupt, I think that this case should be looked at a little bit more carefully.
Your Honor, we have no further questions for the witness.
All right. You may, yeah. Anybody else you want to bring up?
We have no further witnesses.
Okay, you rest your case. Rest your case.
No.
All right.
Have no further witnesses.
All right, you may continue.
All right, Your Honor, the last piece of evidence we would like to submit is once this RICO that was approved by a court of law due to evidence, all right. Once that we got this RICO approved, of course we had to go by executing this RICO and letting these group of people know that they were being charged with this RICO. Upon trying to apprehend these people, they decided to have a shootout in which they were all arrested and apprehended and charged for that as well. So when we tried to execute this RICO, this group of people who claim to be good Samaritans and community activists and business owners, instead of turning themselves in like a normal civilian would do, they decided to have a full-blown, full-scale shootout with the PD and were arrested and charged for it.
Evidence says otherwise.
Yeah, like straight up total objection.
I would like members of who are not legal counsel to stop making objections in the court as they cannot.
You'll be holding contempt.
And I was already held in contempt. Harry Callahan a bitch.
Your Honor, I would like that man removed and held in contempt. And anybody else who speaks out of turn who is not legal counsel, I would like them removed at this time from the courtroom as they are slowing legal proceedings.
It looked like he joined a radio, then lead a radio. I don't even know, where is he?
Your Honor, he's not in the courtroom.
These are the type of people, that's a member of their organization, Your Honor. These are the type of people we're dealing with.
Anything else?
Sir, the cops are rude.
I'm not gonna lie, yo, he's making y'all look bad, bro.
Nate, do me a favor, shut the fuck up, drop out of radio, okay?
Okay, bye.
Alright, now let's continue. Anything else you guys would like to bring up? Like evidence or like...
I submitted evidence. Did you see it?
No, yeah, I see it.
No, for them, not us.
Hold on.
Wait, sidebar, does anybody have a drink?
Yo, you guys to chill.
Got you.
Your Honor, I would like any evidence that one Mr. Money Lynch submitted be removed from record as he is not acting legal counsel on this case, as he cannot submit evidence on this case.
Alright. Do you guys have anything more?
Not this time, Your Honor.
Okay, just to make sure you rest your case now.
We are ready for the defense to bring up their witnesses, yes, Your Honor.
Alright, defense, Layla, you may start your defense.
So they have no other videos, nothing they want to present?
You said what?
There's no other video that they want to present?
The
before I start
videos
the defense?
No, they don't.
They are submitted, and the judge can see them and view them. So
yeah, they said they done.
He can see the videos of some of the crimes that have been committed, as in hostage taking, and some other crimes. He does have access to that. He can see that. As this isn't a jury trial, we decided that we didn't have to show this in court, as the judge has had ample time to look at that, and will have ample time to look at those evidence, and you can too, ma'am.
I have reviewed the evidence. I didn't know if you wanted to bring it up. Okay. Your Honor, I just wanted to start by saying that the evidence submitted by PD should be stricken off the record, and not all of the evidence, I just want to specify. The testimony statement from Eden Atkins should be stricken off the record.
Objection, Your Honor.
They never even brought up the evidence. I mean,
Just said that you viewed the evidence. Okay.
No, I'm saying, like, in the court. Like, you feel me? Why? Alright, what is your reasoning?
I'm objecting on the grounds that, the witness that she's referring to did, at the time, make a recording, confessing to certain things. She was of sound mind. Okay, and we did make sure that she understand that if she was to pass or anything was to happen to her, that we were in full legal right to use this, as you will see that in the recording. And we are dealing with a criminal organization. The defense is going to claim that the witness said that everything she said was a lie. But, Your Honor, I find it strange that she would say that, and then she would come up missing, and then later to be presumed dead. Our star witness in a case against a criminal organization, and she did make it known to court that she wanted to rescind her witness testimony because she was having problems in her life, and at the time she did not disclose those problems. And the fact that she came up dead, Your Honor, is wild to me.
Objection, Your Honor. Speculation.
I didn't speculate anything.
He's
Your
making
Honor.
assumptions based off of what he perceives to be true. That is speculation.
Sammy Cruz, you can't object.
I have the full legal right to represent. I was given the okay by everybody around me.
Honor, quick question. Is it true or false that Miss Eden is dead?
That's what the claims are. I have no idea. She said she did.
Nothing my co-counsel said is speculatory. She came up missing and died. He didn't say who did it. He just stated the fact that she is dead.
I was actually not objecting because she was dead. I was objecting because her testimony, she told the judge herself that it was false. She said she made the whole thing up because she had an incident happen between her and some of the members that are up there right now, and she said that that incident caused her to be upset, and she wanted to, I guess, I don't know what her intentions were, but that is why she decided to go to PD and make those statements.
And Your Honor,
quickly,
if she was here today,
I just want to quickly state that the witness, after testifying, did come to the police department to speak with me, Officer Grullo, I think Renee here, and the witness did state that she wanted to get immunity for 3 different gang members, corporation members. Sammy Cruz, convict, and I forgot the third one. That one did slip my mind.
Antonio,
after we refused to do so, she said she would say that everything was false and try to get the case dropped.
well, this
Because
is
she did not.
this is the next part. Sorry, if you don't mind, Your Honor. My name is Paulo. I'm a commissioner at the San Andreas State Police. I was involved during the interrogation, and not so much for the arrest, but kind of in the preliminary hearing. I was here. She requested these people to be freed, and you know what? Actually, they denied that. They said they wanted to stick around. It was under my command to Assistant Chief Ventura that they be released from PD Holdings. They denied and wished to stay around. So I mean, at that point, like, I don't know.
And I would like to thank you for pointing that out for me. She said that she wanted immunity for 3 of the members. Am I correct? That's what he just said, right? So if she wanted immunity for 3 of them, why not all of them be convicted? Why not she give testimony for all of them? It's
Your
because
Honor.
she had issues with certain members,
So-
and that's why she falsified her statement, and she
in-
admitted that to the court.
If it's all right, in the video of her giving the testimony, her statement was that she had never seen those in particular people commit crimes. She had said, "I have never witnessed them commit a crime, so I don't know what they're doing. They may just be normal people." And that was a large portion of the reasoning behind it. Is she had never seen them do crime. She can't
So
speak to that.
okay, my question for the court, and then that's it, I'm done talking. My question for the court is, how would we take her word for something where she told multiple people that she was going to lie about it, that she did lie about it, she faked her death on social media? How are we going to take her word to be fact?
Your Honor, I would like to point out that if she was in court today, maybe we could ascertain her thinking on that. But she is not, so we cannot. We can only take what we have in evidence, which being her words. And I would like to add, if she did rescind her testimony, it has nothing to do with we proving that these people are doing these crimes. So even if she did lie, it turns out that her lies are the truth because these people have been tried and convicted for the things that she presumably lied about, Your Honor. How is it a lie if these things are true and documented legally in the state of Los Santos?
Okay, I'm gonna. That's noted. It's noted. It's noted. Anything else? For the defense.
I would also like to bring Apollo to the stand, please.
Once again, Sammy, you are. Are you a lawyer? I mean, like, what's the or later?
As it is, as it
what's
is my
the-
understanding, I have spoken to everybody in the stand over there as the defendants, and they all asked. They said it was good with them that I help represent us legally, and it is fully my right to do so, even though it's against DOJ,
All right, let me ask you something. So they just came to that conclusion today during trial?
yes.
That's crazy.
Your Honor, at this time, we are going to rest our case and be willing to move on to closing statements, barring any unforeseen changes in the case.
Your Honor, I would like to remind you that violates every portion of due process.
Your Honor, they can present their case as much as they want. We can rest our case when we feel like it.
Then you may rest your case, let the defense do their part.
I must state
Hey,
in the case of Indiana
let
v.
me talk to you real
Edwards that
quick
you
to the
can
side of me.
deny
What's your name again?
self-representation if the person trying to represent themselves are disruptive or disrespectful in the court, which he has been all day.
And he has been charged with contempt of court, Your Honor.
Let me ask you something real quick. What's your name on the side of me? Hello? Yeah, you. I can't hear. You you chief, right? Or something like that?
Yeah.
Is this allowable?
I was gonna
Like,
ask you.
can he actually do this in the middle of the trial?
Personally, me, I would say no, because he's not illegal.
That's what I'm saying. I'm so confused.
Yeah, so me, I wouldn't.
We not represent ourselves.
Your Honor, he may represent himself, but you do have the right to refuse it on grounds.
Nah, yeah, I know
related to
you
the
have the
trial.
right to refuse. You have the right to do that, but I'm just so you just came to that conclusion during trial instead of before the trial, and that's where the line is like you're standing on the line. You know what I'm saying?
Completely understandable, Your Honor.
The other day that he was free to represent us, and we all agreed to it several days ago, regardless.
Was that
The pre-trial hearing.
Was that communicated with the
All right,
judge?
I'm gonna let it happen. Just make it quick, please. Make it quick. Hurry up.
I would like to call Apollo to the stand, please.
Hey, Apollo.
I swear.
All right. Go ahead, Sammy.
Alright, Apollo, I'm gonna make this quick. So, in exchange, you were there during the, confession statements from one Eden Atkinson, correct?
Correct.
Alright, awesome. Do you also understand that, when you guys have a confidential informant, you guys strike a deal normally with them, correct?
Not all the time, but yeah, it is definitely something that PD can do.
Alright, so you would say it's almost standard procedure, like most of the time it's something that happens?
It's hard to say. I wouldn't call it standard procedure, I would call it possible.
Copy that. And in exchange for her witness statement, did Eden Atkinson not ask for, immunity for 3 members?
She did.
Did you grant that?
I tried to, and then the 3 members requested to not be removed.
I would like to personally state for the record that I, being one of those 3 members, chose to stay in the cells and was told that there was going to be an elaborate plan where we were going to be in Ventura's vehicle, and the vehicle was going to be hit, turned upside, and we would just somehow disappear. But that never happened. And that was told to me by Ventura himself.
We had been told when Convict was going to be placed inside of the vehicle, it was Convict or Antonio, whoever the other one is, who was there, that they didn't wish for this to happen because they thought it would make you guys look like informants as well, and they didn't want that image.
Okay, and real quick, I would like to ask a question from Convict. Convict, did you state that at any point?
No. So
okay.
I was taken out, I was taken
Your Honor,
out.
that witness is not on the stand. I would like that stricken from the record.
Yeah,
Copy, no problem. He's coming up next. Alright, awesome. So, since you guys did not grant that, there was no real deal in place, correct?
Again, this is going back to...
What are you doing?
This is going back to the same thing at the beginning. Maybe the deal that was stricken between the San Andreas State Police and Eden is between Eden and the San Andreas State Police. Again, this is her testifying to say that you guys are a criminal organization. Again, even if you guys want the whole her testifying stricken from the record, it doesn't change the fact of what we have here. Sammy, you yourself have what, 15 criminal charges? Money, you probably have 5 or 6. Convict, you probably have 5 or 6. Rico, you probably have 5 or 6. Ray Adams, you probably have what, 2 or 3 at least. As well as, and that's just going into the top, what, 4 or 5 of your guys' gang. We could go through your entire list if you guys want, and see how many each single person has, all while operating under your organization, I should say.
Fantastic. Fantastic. I'm happy that you pointed that out. I would also like to state how many, out of all those arrests that you just mentioned, how many have you arrested 2 or more of the same group at one time?
Doesn't need to be at one time for a RICO charge.
Okay, so just because we're wearing the same type of clothing, the
Yes.
same vest.
You guys, it's not the same type of clothing. It is, you guys have all admitted to being part of the same organization.
I would like also to point out that him saying they're wearing the same clothing, same vest, same colors falls exactly up under the RICO. So yes, it would be exactly up under the RICO charge.
Your Honor, is that true?
That is why the
That
RICO
is true, actually. It's crazy.
Okay. Go ahead.
You can continue though.
You want to ask? Go ahead.
Well, can I ask you a question?
Yes, of course.
Can you define a RICO case?
Sure, if you want, I can actually read it straight from the MDT if you'd prefer.
I would love that. Go ahead.
That nigga Flo, what the fuck?
I was excited, my fault.
Alright. Under RICO, which is Racketeering, Influence, and Corrupt Organizations Act, a person who has committed at least 2 acts of racketeering activity within a 10-year period can be charged with racketeering. The lawsuit requires that the racketeering activity be connected to an enterprise, which can be a criminal organization, a corporation, or even a political party. RICO defines racketeering as engaging in a pattern of at least 2 specific crimes within a 10-year period. Federal law designed to combat organized crime by targeting individuals and organizations that engage in a pattern of racketeering activity. So basically saying, one singular person can be charged with a RICO case. It's not RICO. RICO is a type of case. Racketeering is what you are all, like, in violation of right here. It's repeat criminal offenses under the branch of your guys' organization, as you guys have put it. Sorry.
Great, and I would like to specify for the court. Right here it says, RICO defines 35 offenses of racketeering, including murder, gambling, kidnapping, bribery, and drug dealing. These are known as precedent offenses, criminal activities that are planned and controlled by powerful groups and carried out on a large scale. Keyword large scale. What prior
Objection,
offenses?
Your Honor. What she is reading off has not been instated by law in DOJ inside of our MDT that we go off of, which means that is our law here. Which State Code of Follow just read off.
I would like the record to show that the 35 offenses she's talking about is a list of 35 different offenses that falls under racketeering charges. You do not have to be charged with all 35 of these offenses.
So it's any 2 of those. So let's say, for example, if we wanted to go with, I don't know, Sammy, I'm going to use you as an example. You could say kidnapping and murder. Boom, there's his 2 charges that make him eligible for a RICO case. We could go with convict, say, for kidnapping and drug selling. Boom, that makes him eligible for a RICO case. So on goes the list. And then it starts to become a little more complex with the organized crime side of things, because this really essentially proves them as a criminal organization. The fact that all the members of this organization have racketeering charges against them, by definition, makes them a criminal organization.
Like I said, that's fine. I was reading off a standard definition of a RICO, and I'm displaying a precedent here that RICO cases are tried on the ability for it to be on large scale, controlled by powerful groups and carried out on a large scale. Like I said, what prior offenses have these individuals committed on a large scale?
Murder, hostage taking, drug dealing.
Right. Did they commit these offenses individually, or did they act with one, maybe two members, maybe three individuals acted with them?
How so do you mean?
When
I can't speak to every single one of their arrests as I wasn't there, but
okay.
if you would like to go through and review every MDT that they have on them, that would be, you're free to do so, I guess.
Well, you know what, that's fine. We can call up one of your counterparts to Sam.
Your Honor, I would like the record to show that if I go on the east side of town and shoot someone, and my counterpart Renee goes on the west side of town and shoots someone, we may have shot those people individually, but we are both police, so the police shot those people. You see what I'm saying? The organization shot those people. You see what I'm saying?
It is the group and the team.
That's not what a RICO case is. I want to specify to the court, a RICO case, we are trying them for crimes. Yes, they could have been done individually, but these crimes needed to be connected at some point. You're telling me that if your counterpart Renee and you went and did crimes separately, right? And that you were not connected together. You had no planning. You had no intent to do these crimes. Nobody told you to do these under
Objection, Your
like
Honor.
an organization.
That's speculation. Only thing that the court knows to
What
be
is
fact
the
is that
speculation? You just brought up
you cannot speak to the mindset of these people. You cannot speak if these people did or
I'm not
did not
speaking to the
plan
mindset.
this.
You just brought up a situation that does not exist, and I'm speaking to that situation.
Ma'am, no, what you're trying to say and what you're trying to speak to is the mindset of these people, and you're attesting to that these people did not plan or organize this. We do not know that, so we cannot speak to that. What we do know is that these people.
There's no evidence here.
Let me finish
There's no
talking.
evidence here that ties them together. Okay, go ahead.
What we do know, ma'am, is that these people frequently hang out together. These people always are around each other, and these people have committed over 35 felonies of the same nature in this city. We can't speak if they planned it or not, but what we damn sure can prove and what we know for a fact is these people hang out and these people commit the same types of crimes, and it just happens to be that they're the Sinaloa cartel. That's what we know for sure. You can't speak to their mindset or if they did or did not plan these crimes, ma'am.
So if somebody in the gallery here was wearing that vest right there that says Sinaloa Cartel, you would arrest them?
I would arrest them if they hung out with the other people that committed murders and committed drug trafficking and took hostages. Yes, I would arrest them.
Okay, Your Honor, can I call Harry Callahan to the stand?
God.
Alright, yeah, come on, make it quick, man.
I want you. I have like 4 cases right here that they're
Chill
all
out.
You
arrested
swear to
together.
tell the truth, nothing but the truth.
It's okay.
Oh, you understand?
I do, Your Honor.
Alright, you make a team.
So if somebody in the gallery here was wearing a vest that said Sinaloa Cartel, you would arrest them?
I would arrest them if that same person that was sitting in the gallery that was wearing that vest was with the people committing crimes with the people, posting pictures with the people on social media and hanging out with those people. I would arrest them, yes. They would be up there with those people right now, yes.
But okay, so to clarify, you said you would arrest them if they were committing crimes with the people.
I would arrest them if we were able to identify them as a part of this organization and they were committing the same type of crimes as this organization were committing. They would be up there with that organization right now. I can promise you that.
Okay.
Honor, I would like to state for the record that how would actually let me go ahead and question the witness really quickly. So what tools would you use to identify a person as a a member of Sinaloa.
Other than you guys all hang out together, you guys all wear the same vest, you guys post several pictures together on social media, you guys follow each other on social media, you guys have both all said to be knowing each other in this courtroom today.
Have any
So if
pictures
I-
from social media been uploaded into the evidence,
Your Honor, I wasn't done answering the question. If you would let me answer the question, please. Also, we patrol these streets every day, every night, every second, every minute. So we know exactly what goes on. We know who's with who. I could have a dozen officers come up here and attest to these people hanging out and being together every day.
Your Honor, has the defense have any of the officers brought up into evidence any pictures from social media to prove that we all hang together as evidence?
Yes, we have, Your Honor.
Yeah.
Where?
I can't see the evidence. Yeah, I can't see it.
There was no. That was not okay.
No, say it.
There
say it
was
with your
no
chest.
evidence. There was no evidence brought up. There was no pictures from social media.
To the best of my knowledge and the best of my recollection, the evidence should have been posted.
Okay.
Yeah, it
Well,
should
I'm
be
gonna
in there.
specify for you. There was no
And I would
evidence
let the
I can look at
record
it right
show
now.
that the honor already said the evidence was posted. So I don't know if you haven't seen it, but clearly he has. So I don't even know why we're still talking about this when the judge said the evidence was posted.
Because it's not true.
You have to take it up with the judge, man.
Then I would like to state for the record that I would like to move to dismiss this trial entirely due to the judge himself not being able to discern what is in the evidence and what is not. That clearly shows me that nobody here is in the right state of mind to continue on with this trial, and I would like to move for dismissal.
Yeah, and I don't think someone who has been committed over 25 violent felonies and have been undocumented having
That is
mental
not
issues
for
can
you
speak
to say.
someone's
That is
mental
not for you to
capacity.
say.
That is not for you to say, sir.
The fact that the fact that my commissioner brought up case law that clearly states that Mr. Sammy Cruz could not defend himself in a court of law legally, and he's still talking. I have no idea why that even happened.
I'm legally allowed to, sir.
Commissioner, would you like to quote that case law that tells him why he isn't allowed to again?
The judge allowed me to come up here. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, just okay. Is you Layla? Is you like any more questions?
No, I would like to move for a dismissal.
That is duly noted.
I can clarify. There's not enough evidence linking each of these people up here together. The officers kindly tried to paint a picture that is not true. They have no evidence saying that there was plan. There's no evidence of any organized crime here. Just individuals that may have had a bad past, but they have served their time for those sentences.
Your Honor, it's
Also,
clearly
I would
evidence.
like to mention that evidence was not even put into place. So now we're bringing up evidence that is not there, fabricated. So I would like to move for dismissal.
Your Honor, I don't think the defense has enough evidence for dismissal. We have
Again,
multiple.
that's not up for you to decide.
We have
Objection, Your Honor.
multiple.
They're grasping at straws here, man.
Your Honor, I would like to also remind you that not even you knew what was in the evidence files, Your Honor. That's why we're moving for dismissal. Meaning that neither you.
Objection, Your Honor.
I'm moving for dismissal because I would like this case to be looked at by another judge. That's it.
It is going to go to a retrial.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Like no bullshit. He's the only judge. like that's like no bullshit. He's the only judge.
Okay, then he needs more time to look over the evidence. Why does he not even know what's in the evidence?
Listen. Is that your last question for this witness? Right.
Your Honor, you're slurring your words.
I said, is this your last question for this witness right here? You must then just understand me.
Yeah, that's it.
I would like the record to reflect that if the defense wants to move for a retrial or try to get a motion of dismissal, there are several motions that they have not proven that they need to prove for that to be granted.
Due to inability to proceed with this court case in confidence that the judge is in the right state of mind to do so, I clearly move for a dismissal.
What do you mean by right state of mind?
Judge, you didn't even know what was in the evidence, and I just heard you slur your words not even 5 minutes ago, sir. Respectfully.
So,
Your
Mr.
Honor, I just like
Callahan,
the whole last witness encounter stricken from the record.
Mr. Callahan just introduced evidence that was not put into the evidence that
Objection.
we discussed.
Mr. Sammy Cruz led him there.
No, it was not led there. He said.
Mr. Sammy Cruz literally asked him if he's posted on social media and if the evidence was in there. He led him to that conclusion.
He asked him if this was part of the evidence because he brought it up.
That's exactly like the point.
I asked him how would he discern a Sinaloa member. He, of his own free will, answered that posting on social media together. I asked him. I elaborated further on that.
Your Honor. Okay, listen. In order of moving everything on amicably, okay, let's strike the social media post from record. Okay, I am an officer of the law, right? I'm the chief of police in this city. It's my job to know criminal organization. It's my job to know gangs in this city. I patrolled this city for more than 3 years, okay? I know these people to be a gang because my officers interact with these people every day. They shoot at my officers. They deal drugs in the city. My officers arrest them and make reports. So if you want to strike the social media from the record, fine. Your Honor, I still can identify these people as a gang several other ways, Your Honor.
Your Honor, I would also like to remove Harry Callahan as representing for their side for the sole purpose of the fact that he clearly stated that he has personal interest in the case, which is a conflict of interest.
Okay, so he died.
As a prosecutor, that is no conflict. A prosecutor's job is to.
He just stated that they shoot at my officers every day, and I quote.
That's a fact.
And I got a
guys are here.
Guys, let's pause until.
I could see if he was your defense attorney. He's a prosecutor. Of course, he's biased against you.
Hey, I got a little hungry. This shit going all night, like. Yeah, go ahead. You continue.
Alright, let's move for a dismissal because you're not in the right state of mind, as we just said.
Can you explain how he's not in the right state?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out. How do you
from fatigue?
It was from hunger.
From hunger.
Your Honor, if you don't mind, I find it a little hard to see. So you're saying you don't think he's in the right state of mind. So we've had our case rested for what now? An hour and 10, and the defense continues to stretch this out, and now it's getting late, and the judge is fatigued, and then they want to get a case dismissal because they think you're not in the right state of mind. Well, of whose accord is that? You know?
The sole purpose that you said yourself, the judge is fatigued.
I'm totally fine. I'm totally fine.
Does that sound fine to you people? Yeah. People of the court?
I've been talking like this. Just continue. Let's continue, please.
I want to call Ray Adams to the stand.
Ray Adams, go. Your Honor, I'm just going to hand you some food real quick.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Oh, there's a thing there.
Alright, thanks.
Oh, wait, I only gave you one. Hold on. Bad.
Alright, now, do you swear to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth, as long as you're on this witness stand?
Yep.
You may continue.
How would you describe the nature of your relationship with these people up here?
I would describe my relationship with them to be, like, fantastic. They're my family. They helped me out when I needed it, and, I just have grown to love them.
Ray, I see here that it says that you have 2 jobs. Can you tell the court what those jobs are?
Yeah, I have a few jobs. I'm a manager at Crumbly. I'm a manager at Benny's. I have my own trucking company, and I also do photography on the side.
And I would like to ask you, about your arrest for this trial.
Alright.
When you were
Alright.
when you were arrested, was there anything that happened?
Yes. So I have constant body cam going at all times. But I was sitting at paintball, and I went in my head for a few minutes, and I came back, and I was in a jail cell, already searched, and with nothing told to me in any way, shape, or form.
Objection, Your Honor. Admitting facts, not in evidence.
This is her testimony.
Hearsay, speculation.
I do have body cam footage.
Whatever you want to call it.
She's speaking of body cam footage that's not submitted as evidence, as to why
Okay,
I said
that's fine.
admitting facts, not in evidence.
That's fine. This is her testimony, though. To her best knowledge,
Well,
she's describing the incident that happened.
Honestly, you should have just prepared your witness a little bit better because she's kind of screwed herself right now.
I'm very confused on how she's testifying if she says she came back in stealth. To me, she would have had to review something that would have been submitted into evidence, which it isn't.
Yeah, you can continue with you can continue
Back here, brother.
with your question.
Okay, when you were arrested, do you have any,
You good, man?
recollection of you being read your rights?
Alright. Double checking it.
Were you read your rights when you were arrested?
No, not when I was initially arrested.
So if I can interject here,
stated that she wasn't.
Were you questioned before your rights were read to you?
No.
That's what you know. What reading your Miranda rights is for? Do you know the Miranda rights?
I don't know them word for word, but yes.
Alright, so you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford one, one will be provided to you by the state if available. Do you understand these rights? I've read them to you. What that says, the whole point of that is anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law, meaning that if a police officer begins questioning you or you self-admit to something before your Miranda rights has been read, it is not admissible in court. So anything after your Miranda rights has been read is admissible. It has nothing to do with search and seizure policies or your Fourth Amendment rights.
Your Honor, I would like all of that stricken off of the record due to the fact that they spoke out of turn. They have their turn to cross-examine.
That was that was a good definition. That's actually what the Miranda rights is for. So she just
yes, Your Honor, but they have the opportunity.
This isn't cross-examination. This is just me trying to make sure she understands what she's trying to claim.
Do you understand what he was saying about the Miranda rights?
There's a lot of people talking at once. So, like, I was put in jail, searched before anyone read me my rights.
Yes, so that's basically what I was saying, is that your Miranda rights only have to do with questioning or self-incriminating yourself by speaking. They have nothing to do with the Fourth Amendment right of illegal search and seizure. So a police officer doesn't need to read you Miranda rights to put you in cuffs. They don't need to read you the rights to detain you and take you down to the cells. They don't need to read you your rights to search you. It is simply saying that anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law, and that you have the right to remain silent. You don't have to say anything if you don't want to, which obviously you being away, you invoked. And then it's basically just meaning that you won't self-incriminate. So it makes it impossible to self-incriminate, really, because anything that's said before the Miranda rights are read is inadmissible in court. So if you would have said something along the lines of like, I'm gonna kill you for this or something like that, or if it was a drug sale and you said like, yeah, I was selling some weed and they hadn't read you your rights, that wouldn't be admissible. But whatever the search and seizure part of it was, that's like just normal police work. That's not an illegal search and seizure.
Ray, quick question. Did you ask why you were in the cells in the first place?
Yes, I did.
And did they tell you why you were arrested?
No.
Okay, great. That is a legal right. If you are arrested, you have the right to know
Your
why
Honor,
you are being arrested.
Objection. That is hearsay and speculation. She's talking about facts that's not in evidence. No one has seen this and can attest to this but her.
Okay, just continue with your question, please.
Okay, perfect. So that is a legal right that you have the right to understand why you are being arrested, and the legal definition of an arrest is a legal process where law enforcement takes someone into custody, depriving them of their liberty. And so, ma'am, so you stated that you were in these cells already by the time you came back from being in head.
Correct.
Meaning that you were deprived of your liberty, of course, because you couldn't leave, right?
Correct.
Did you ask to leave? Did you make any attempt to leave to see if they would let you go?
Yes, I was quite confused as to where I was and why I was there because I hadn't done anything. I was just standing there.
Perfect. And it's to my understanding that prior to an arrest, give me 2 seconds, bro. Never mind. I rest my case.
I'm sorry, I'm headacking.
Are you saying you're
Did you just say you rest your case, or is y'all continue?
I'm sorry. She can continue the line of questioning.
He's saying that he's done with his line of
statement.
questioning.
Yep, there we go. That's what I meant to say.
Objection, Your Honor. Let the record show he clearly stated I rest my case.
Yes, but I retract my line of questioning. Better said. Sorry. Let the record show that, Your Honor.
Just make this quick. Just let's go. Just let's go.
No, we can sidebar.
Layla. Yes. What's the situation?
What are we sidebarring for?
Can I leave now?
No, not yet.
What up, man?
I'm sorry, Sammy led to it.
Huh?
Sammy.
How would she be able to show? Okay, you know what?
Thank you.
You said she had body cam. Ain't nobody make her say that. She said that.
But anyways, this should have already been dismissed earlier, and
It should
all
have
of the
been
things.
over an hour and a half ago when we rested the case.
This should have been dismissed when the witness retracted her statement, because that's the whole thing this thing was built upon.
Sammy, I would 100% understand that if our whole case was built on a testimony. If you believe that we brought a RICO case against a criminal organization based on a testimony, then you are fully mistaken on why we have a criminal investigation division.
The testimony was the foundation and the starting point of the beginning of this whole RICO case.
The testimony is what got the arrest warrant to bring you guys in for it.
Personally send you the clip where your commissioner said that.
That's perfectly fine. I am. Which commissioner said this again?
I'm pretty sure it was Apollo.
It was either Apollo. Do you know who Apollo's supervisor is?
It was either Apollo or it was somebody else. We were in that. We were in the judge's room right there, the chambers, and he said that. I asked him if there was any other evidence that he would like to bring up. He said that that was the sole testimony. I said, so wait, you're telling me that that's enough evidence to charge somebody with
the testimony is the cherry on the top.
He said personally, he said that that was enough evidence to convict.
So you're trying to say we're trying to build this RICO case just because of a testimony?
No, I'm not saying that. Actually, they led me off of what I was saying originally. But since you want to bring it up, that's what did happen.
Okay, but that literally has nothing to do with the case. You guys want the case dismissed because she retracted her statement when it wasn't built on that.
Okay, but I was still talking. Thank you.
Oh yeah, we're sidebarring. I don't care what you were doing.
Your Honor, if you don't mind, man, I'd like to make the suggestion we rest all case, or we rest this and go into your room, think about what you've heard.
Yeah, we've been here for 6 hours, gang.
Yeah. Is it
I've got a final statement.
Is it defense?
No.
Is it defense? Is y'all
The
still?
case, and I'm gonna appeal it. I really don't care.
Is y'all still? Is y'all? What? Is that still
It's okay,
going?
Layla. Just back up. Yeah, we
Or
rest our
not?
case. Just go ahead and make your decision, please.
Yeah, because this shit is fucking annoying.
Yeah, we've already been here for way too long.
I have shit to do. We were supposed to do this at fucking 9 o'clock.
So both sides arrested.
Yes.
Alright, we can start with these closing statements, I guess.
Yeah, alright, both sides arrested, so we can just do it. Is she leaving?
She left?
Yeah. Look like it. Oh, no. Well,
Alright, we can do closing statements and then wrap this up.
Dude, put that shit away.
Your Honor, ladies and gentlemen of the courtroom, what we are here today for and what we have proven without a shadow of a doubt is that these people charged with this RICO case, and as you have heard out each one of their mouth, they have known each other for a very long time. They always associate with each other. They consider themselves to be a community organization, and that's what they would have you to believe. They own businesses, and they're powerful businessmen and women. But we have what we have proved here today in this courtroom is the exact opposite. What we have proven here today is that these people are a criminal organization who uses their power and influence to wreak havoc on the city. They are and has been convicted with over 30 to 40 felonies in this state. All of them frequent each other. They murder officers together. They sell drugs together. And we have proven that in this courtroom without a shadow of a doubt. We have posted multiple forms of evidence that shows these people doing these crimes. We have posted multiple legal documents where these people have been charged, where these people have pled guilty to doing these crimes. You've heard out these people's mouth that they do these crimes together. They use words like we and us. That is what they want you to believe. But what we know, what we believe, are never really the same thing. And what we know, these people terrorize the city as an organization. They pose as businessmen and women, and they use their money from their illegal organizations and their drug trafficking to fund these businesses. And they commit murders, and they take civilians hostage. And we know this because all of this has been previously proven.
The defense closing statement.
Your Honor, the prosecution has spent all of our time here today trying to use allegations and lack of evidence revolving all of these individuals. If you have any comments, you could save that for the end. Thank you. Like I said, they have used lack of evidence and multiple incidents where these individuals acted alone to build a RICO case. May I remind the court that in a RICO, which is, let me clarify, organized crime, criminal activities are planned and controlled by powerful groups and carried out on a large scale. The evidence presented here today was not carried out on a large scale, not organized. It wasn't even linked together. Nowhere in the prosecution's evidence did they prove that these individuals over here acted as a unit, acted as a team. They only prove that these individuals over here knew of each other and have relation to each other. With that being said, I would like to point out that that is not enough evidence to indict somebody on a RICO charge. Despite the glaring lack of credible evidence, the prosecution has continued to push forward with this case. And I'm hoping that you ignore the fact that their so-called witness was proven to be a liar. You have to render a verdict based on the facts, and the facts are clear. There is no evidence trying to commit Convict Lee, Sammy Cruz, Money Lynch, Leon West, Rico Savage, Ray Adams of a crime. There's no evidence that leads them together. For all of these alleged crimes, there's no financial records proving racketeering. There are no wiretaps, no surveillance footage, no credible witnesses to support the prosecution's claim. The reasonable doubt in this case is overwhelming. You cannot convict on a bias of unreliable, tainted, and inadmissible evidence. And I would like to say that justice demands that you see through the government's narrative and base your decision on what has been proven and what has not. We ask you, Your Honor, to return a verdict of not guilty for each of these individuals right here. And I thank you for your time.
Hey guys, we aren't a criminal organization, but we all showed up to court wearing the same exact gang vest.
So you don't get held in contempt, but I do?
Alright, I'm gonna take like a couple minutes to go back and I'm gonna review everything. I listened to everything that's going on. Everything was duly noted. And I'm gonna take we're gonna take like a 5-minute, 10-minute recess, and I'm gonna come back with my decision.
Yeah.
What evidence did they show?
I have none. Hey guys, let's get up here and argue that it's not a RICO because we did it separately, even though a RICO literally means we could do it separately and be in the same game. Also, let's court wearing the same exact vest, because that makes sense.
Walter,
Literally called the Sinaloa cartel.
I promise you this. I promise you this. I promise you this. I don't even make promises, but I promise you this. If we lose this case, I am going to submit the appeal of all appeals, and I am going to literally fuck every member of their organization to the best of my ability. I will call off work.
Well, he did see the evidence I just submitted like 20 minutes ago.
Sit down.
Not gonna lie, I would help you with it too.
Hey guys, the prosecution has submitted no evidence of them working together, but there's a case here where they were selling drugs with Bobby Brown, Rico Savage, Oliver Queen, Ferret Cartel, and the Porter State, who was actually in here causing havoc. But none of us go together. There's multiple cases where
My
all
thing
of
is,
us arrested at the same
my
exact
thing is,
time. But
we
that's not us.
showed the most evidence, and they showed nada.
Even
Evidence
if they don't
is
show
technically
evidence,
the burden of
you
the
feel me?
prosecution.
We gotta show the evidence. That's our burden. But guess what?
Well,
We
my thing is,
proved that
Apollo,
burden.
if they're submitting quote unquote body cam, where's their body cam at?
That
I didn't even. I thought it, but I wasn't about to even go.
Because
down
I
that
got
road.
told that one time when I was.
That is the way it
You
is.
That's
know
what I
the dumbest
said,
shit they said the whole time?
What's up, Apollo? Not much, man.
They literally said we have no proof that they acted in criminal ways when they got in a shootout with the police when we just simply went to paintball.
Like, what are we talking about? We keep saying we don't got no evidence, but they have 40 felonies.
More.
Sammy has like.
Sammy has 40 himself.
Oh shit!
Like,
Never mind. I thought it was
like, what are we?
Also, let's ignore the fact that I took a hostage earlier today with my gang.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, and stole a police car.
Yeah, right before court.
Stole the police
Also,
car
let's
right
ignore the
before
fact
court.
that I did that by myself.
That has nothing to do with you, buddy.
Doesn't matter.
Oh shit, boy. The next RICO, we're gonna dump so much evidence in the chat.
What about us? We all wear the same vest, but if one of us commits a crime, we get kicked out. If Sammy's committed so many crimes and they're not a criminal organization, why is he not kicked out? They're trying to say that he's doing everything by himself.
You guys saw they were accusing the judge of being a drunk?
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was
that was way too far. I was like,
I missed that one.
What a dumb thing
Damn,
to
did
do.
they forget that both of their lawyers stated they were drinking before this case started?
Why would you insult the judge?
And they were trying to fire. They wanted to fire their lawyer like mid fucking court. By the way.
Man, she over there fighting for them hella hard and don't even know they were about to fire her. That's so fucked up.
Yeah, we should have told Layla they wanted to fire her ass.
That's wild.
That's the only reason Sammy got agreed to help, because they were about to fire her. That's so fucked. He was in here fighting for 5 fucking hours to be fired because they just wanted to fight for no reason.
This is ridiculous. 5 hours.
If you're gonna go to court, wear a suit. Don't wear your fucking gang.
Yeah. See me and Walter? Well, you know, we're dressed nice.
Me too.
Apollo is too.
We all have on police uniforms, but we are not cops.
Chief is dressed nice too. Hey.
Sure. Thank you, Apollo.
Tanya looks like he works on a boat. I don't know what are you talking about.
Even though we all have on police uniforms, I'm not a cop because I do this shit alone.
You said I look like I work on a boat?
Where the hell's our DAs at for this?
Is that racist?
Right here.
Oh shit, who's the DA? My bad, man. Good to meet you, whoever you are.
Like
literally,
like
you met him, cuz like literally a sergeant.
3, me, 4, Ventura.
I thought we had actual DAs that weren't cops.
We do. We're supposed to, but if we put, never mind.
No, you're good. I understand.
We did, but I mean, we had like one DA that was not a cop, and then they just ended up turning into a cop because they didn't like the OJ. So they were a
Next time
DA
we get
for
sued,
police.
can we just kill the witness then have our judge?
Yo, don't say that too loud. Don't say that too
Judge
loud.
submit an appeal or motion to dismiss.
Don't say that too loud.
I don't give a fuck. What a nigga gonna do to me?
PD killing witnesses.
I don't do that.
Ready?
Listen, Bruno to do it.
That's 11, bro. Freddy just took kidnapped. That's all.
Did it change?
Freddy got taken, kidnapped while he was drunk.
Yep.
Yeah, I almost got diddled, sir. I'm sorry.
They touched your ass?
They almost did. I saved him. I saved him.
They tried to. They were threatening.
We literally got.
Hey, bro, are you back there asleep, bro?
We literally submitted evidence of one of their members holding somebody hostage, trying to get another one of their members out
You
of
guys have
jail.
water?
Yeah, I do. Sit still. I got water for you.
Yeah, but not me. Can you give it to Ray?
I have food and drink.
Well, actually, just do it for all of them. They've been there for a minute.
I've been
there's 5 of them?
food and water though.
Well, Ray
for the band.
Ray Adams, she needs water.
They got some
Here,
money
I'll give
on
her.
He's name somebody. They got some money on.
We ain't a food delivery. We ain't Uber Eats.
Freddy's still on business.
I'm getting too old for long ass court cases.
Not gonna lie.
Nigga, my knees hurt, nigga.
Bro.
My god damn, I'm 42 sitting here for 5 hours, knees under a desk.
Same.
Look at this
Well,
shit
I'm not
ass
42,
desk.
but
Look at this shit. And if I stand up, my back start hurting and shit.
because you bent over. Like sitting.
Like, damn, that's the only way to stretch.
Gotta start jogging, man.
You see him
Bro, if you don't get from behind me, bro, I can still do a flip. Don't get it fucked up. Watch this.
Damn. I can too. I can do it while flipping somebody off.
Oh shit.
I'm like that.
I can't
Pretty
do that
much
shit.
like,
I'm like
you know,
that.
I just walk up to you.
But this nigga, his knees hurt though. But his knees hurt. But his knees hurt.
Yeah, and his back hurts.
He's jumping over everything.
I can't do no flip. I'm an
I don't
honest
think
man.
that's safe. That shit like it hurt.
Hey, sir, I'm gonna have to hold you in contempt of court if you keep on doing flips over the, the whole goddamn
Philip, I
courthouse.
forgot to tell you. I finally hit over 100K in my bank. Oh God!
Oh damn.
I
You
know.
gonna say
I know.
you gonna give me some?
Hey, I'll take you out for like. Hey, I'll get you a drink,
Alright,
some
guys,
food,
lock in.
man.
Everyone lock in.
You ready?
Yes, sir.
Are we back? Oh shit, we back.
Uh-oh.
Hey, you need food drink?
What the hell Arthur doing?
Oh, girl, a lucky girl, man.
Hey, what the fuck?
Yeah, you should just make him lose. I like that.
Yeah, fucking told you.
Ooh, that joke's so sexy.
Told you.
Ladies.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I took some time, listened to everything, heard everything, and, my decision, even if you wanted to, I'm gonna go ahead with no, it's not the answer. Let me talk. The lady Eden, she flip floppy, whatever. You can take her statement out. They still have mountain of evidence against the whole corporation, as you guys say, to back up. The show the crimes you did. Some was together. Your history as y'all was together, and a slew of other things. He died. Oh, I thought he died. Not to mention, I'm not gonna bring up things that have nothing to do with this case, but not to mention like the acts and shootings today and stealing police cars and stuff like that. And I'm gonna find a defense, guilty with this RICO. Now the only thing is, it was to my understanding that they offered you guys a plea deal. You guys didn't want to take that.
Officer, you
So
mind
this is
pick
what I'm
me up
gonna
real
do,
quick?
right? I'm
I forgot to.
gonna be a little nice with the time. They off what did y'all offer them? 4,000, something like that. We gonna go ahead. We just gonna give y'all 5,000. 5,000. I'm not gonna give y'all no fines. Y'all don't have to pay no fine. I'm gonna be nice about that. Y'all don't gotta worry about the fine.
I think my commissioner has an offer for him.
What do y'all have an
These
offer?
motherfuckers do 5,000 months. That's fucking OD. Anyways.
What do y'all want? They declined the first offer.
600, take it or leave it.
I'll do 600. I was gonna say that.
Alright. Nah, 600 gonna come with a fine, bro. I ain't gonna lie. What was y'all offer? What was y'all offer?
We already did pay 150K, so.
That was bail.
Yeah, that was bail money. So what was y'all offer with the whatever offer that y'all gave the first time?
Didn't come to a conclusion on the offer.
What'd you
say?
say?
Sat here for 7 fucking hours, and I'm pretty sure everybody had better shit to do today.
Yeah.
We both agreed on 600. Can we just
Given the fact that we've already stayed in jail for more than 4 hours the other night, can this carry over as sentence that's time served into prison?
No.
Yeah, time served is crazy. Cause
Alright, with the
we
600,
gonna go for the 600
fee?
and the 45,000 per person the fee. That's fair enough.
How much per person on the fine?
And that's my judgment. And this case is now done.
I'll do the fine.
Just as you do the fine, I guess. Hold on a second.
Where's
Get her
she
back
going?
here. Grab her, man.
Ray, can you
Grab
come
her,
back,
man.
Ray?
Right.
Where's she
Walk your
going?
ass back in there. I'm gonna take you back in there. Come on.
Please don't do that, man.
What you doing?
Come on, Ray.
Silly goose.
Mm-mm.
What do you mean? Actually, right now he can't make it
Not
himself.
much.
But cool.
Bro, was that judge drunk the whole time?
Yes.
Yes.
Sir.
Yes.
Yo.
Grab Sammy. He's walking out the
The
front
answer
door.
is yes.
The judge was
Make
drunk.
sure.
Sammy's literally walking out the front door of the building.
He's literally sprinting out. Somebody get him.
Oh, me? No, I'm not trying to block you. I apologize.
Damn. I'm gonna go get him.
Yeah. If you need to get your fine and get sent off, then come to the front here.
Ow.
What the fuck was that?
Alright, well, I'm gonna be back.
Sammy, you gotta get fined.
Oh, there he is. Wait, where'd he go? Oh, there he is.
I just want Sammy to know him running right now, like we don't have an anklet on you, is not the smartest thing in the world.
Thank you.
Just having fun.
Oh, yeah. You have a good one.
You had an anklet put on you the other day at pre-trial.
Just having
I'm
fun, like I
almost-
said.
I'm almost inclined to request.
Anybody have eyes?
Have my gun.
He also owes about like $600,000 worth of fines.
Wrong,
I
200K.
cannot
Yeah, we
hear
do
you.
have eyes on him. He just jumped off the top of it. God damn.
Shit, I've been talking this whole time and nobody's heard a damn word from me.
Oh.
I feel like an asshole. Oh, did Sammy get away?
No, he jumped off the roof of the building.
Oh shit, who called in the army? Oh, fuck, the army.
Ahorita.
Oh, no, man. Oh. There you go.
Please and thank you.
This is convict, right?
Yeah.
Man, he did that to him.
Whoa, wait, hold up. Pull your phone out again, though.
Hey, man.
Jump off the roof.
Whoa, whoa.
Oh, man.
Hey, yo.
Hey, man, I'm more than just an object.
No, bro.
You should probably
Anything.
look at it. It's
That's what
not-
I'm fucking saying.
That's
It's like,
why
bro,
the judge is like
this whole
agreeing with us. It's
fucking
not
case
just
is like,
what happened in court is the evidence.
like,
too.
bro,
You wanna look
like
at it.
what? The judge didn't even want to listen to our fucking arguments, bro.
What?
I'm gonna stand on that, bro. That shit was corruption at its fucking finest. Y'all are gonna say DOJ works? That's some bullshit.
Do you have my gun?
And I'll stand on that.
No, I do not have a gun.
Hey, can we be
I
honest
see
though?
it.
Who was it that has gun?
Antonio.
DOJ don't work, bro. DOJ does
I got
not
your shit.
fucking work.
I got your
Y'all,
shit.
one of y'all witnesses literally.
Honest.
I know, I
Do you
Yeah,
want it
one
back?
of-
Do you
one
want
of
it
y'all
back?
Witnesses
Yeah.
literally
I gave
contradicted
someone
himself on a
else
prior
my
case,
gun,
literally
and I
less
don't-
than an hour ago.
And, the PD
And it's like,
Oh,
yo,
I
y'all
cannot
are
give
not
it to
gonna
you.
call
Come
that
here.
out.
Annalise has your gun. Annalise has your gun, remember?
I didn't give it to her.
Talking about if he committed.
I thought you get.
Christ.
You
keep
gave
saying
me
no.
two. You gave me two. Come here. Come here.
Hey, hey,
No,
hey.
no,
I'm asking
Drop
to
her.
take out my. Are you
Take
gonna
out
knock
what?
her? Go for it.
No.
Make
Oh,
sure
shit.
I'm
They wanna
not
transport
asking.
her.
Oh, she a flight risk. She not moving, bro.
She a flight risk.
She ran, son.
Tried
There you go.
the perjury
She
the
always
first
runs.
time, and
We're
then
gonna
he
sit
did
here and
the
say
Yeah.
DOJ's the shit though, guys. Hey,
She
DOJ
got a
works.
history of running. She literally
Yeah.
sent me a fucking
Yeah.
clip of
Broken
her
as
running
fuck.
6 different times in one scenario. I'm not letting her on out of the cuff.
That's all I got.
Oh my
for
god,
Oh,
Freddy,
no.
you're getting excited.
Lock
Good
him
at playing
up.
tag.
Huh?
Throw away
So
that
y'all
key.
Hey, good at playing
like
tag.
More than
bunch
10
of
hours
cops
total.
Hey, I call her the first time she's tried running. I'm
600
damn good
bucks,
at
let's
tag.
get it, like 45 days.
You're
and I have somewhere to go.
This dude said he want to play these games.
Can you figure out
He
who
running
had
around in
my-
circles, gang.
My Cupid
He
AP
running around in
in
circles.
Santa Combat?
And like,
Radio?
I'm pretty positive you
running
gave
around
one
in
of them to
circles.